Welcome to The Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
What are we doing today?
Well, let me tell you that I came across a video the other day from At Home with Lynn Wilson that was talking about some of her viewers had commented in her comments that they were going to cancel Thanksgiving because the food was so expensive. And she had even gotten a notification from some website or news media that was saying that people were discussing canceling Thanksgiving. So because of the cost of food. We totally understand that. We are going to link her video down in the description because she made some really good points and we don't want to step on those at all. What we want to talk about instead is, what if you really wanted to do Thanksgiving, but you just felt like the food was too expensive? Is there things that you can do to decrease the price that you're going to spend? Maybe to help you just make this the best Thanksgiving ever without feeling like you are losing Thanksgiving altogether. Okay?
All right, let's get to it.
All right, so our first one is going to be think outside the box or outside the turkey. Now, Lynn did mention this, but there are things that you can eat besides a turkey. You do not have to quantitate Thanksgiving with turkey. So consider other things, like you might could do a whole chicken. We usually get a whole chicken for like $6 or $7 for one, right?
Yep.
So a lot less expensive than a turkey. Also consider, if you really do want that turkey, what can you do with the leftover turkey meat the following days to make sure that you don't throw any away and that you're making it last for more than one meal? We buy a turkey every year, but we eat off of it for at least 4 days. So if you divide that turkey by 4 meals, it's not as expensive as it could be.
Yep.
Okay?
All right, number 2, consider a potluck. That's right, potluck. We're from the South. We know what potlucks are. And so you might want to consider that. Maybe you can't, maybe you've done it every year and you've fixed everything, you've made everything, all the main courses, the sides, the salads, the desserts, and you can't do all of that this year. Then you want to consider a potluck. And you maybe say, well, I'll do the turkey or I'll do the ham. And hey, you do the sides, and you do the dressing, and you do a dessert, 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 because we like dessert. But spread it out amongst the people, and that way it's not as expensive on you.
And I know it's hard for us moms because we think that even though our kids are adults, we still want to cook all the food and have them all be like, oh, I love going to mom's house and have some turkey and Thanksgiving food. But it's okay. Tell them to bring something.
Yeah.
All right. So our third one is going to be look for discounts and rebates. Now, when we have seen every year, and I'm guessing that this will probably happen again this year, that your local grocery stores are going to try to get you to come in there and buy all of your Thanksgiving food in their store, and they're going to do some kind of deal that's something like, come in and spend $30 and get a free turkey. It happens almost every year in local grocery stores, so be watching for that. It might be a way for you to get your turkey, and all you had to do is buy the food that you were going to buy anyway.
Right.
For those items. Now, another one is the rebates that I mentioned, the Ibotta app. Every year, it hasn't come out yet. It normally doesn't come out till at least November 1st. But they will do a deal where they will have several free after offer items that are typical Thanksgiving type of foods. Now, if you go, we'll link it in the description, but if you go back to our video last year when that came out, you'll see we bought all those things that they were offering for free after offer, but we donated them because they were things that we don't actually eat. Like, we don't do stuffing. And there were like 3 or 4 other items on there that were free after offer. We just donated it to an organization that would give that food to somebody else who might need that. So But if you like that type of food, the stuffing, see, we're from the South and we do cornbread dressing here. But if you like stuffing and cranberry out of a can and stuff like that, be watching for that. Also, they generally have some kind of deal where you can get a free turkey. The last year was a little frustrating because that deal was if you got somebody to sign up for Ibotta, then you would get your free turkey. And that might be a little challenging because a lot of people know about Ibotta now. But if you know somebody who doesn't know Ibotta, tell them to sign up for it. Tell them to buy something ASAP that they need.
That's right.
And then you can get your free turkey that way. So
right.
Watch for deals.
Number 4, sign up for Thanksgiving meals through food banks or other organizations. If you're struggling with your finances, that's what these organizations are here for. The government is here for that. These organizations are here for that. They'd be more than happy to help you with a Thanksgiving meal for your family. Just look in your area at the local organizations, and they'd be more than happy to help you out. Check those out in your local areas.
That's right. And remember, if you have to ask this year, this is just a year that has been hard on a lot of people. Do not feel bad about having to ask for help one time. It's okay.
Yep.
And a 5th one is that, and it's something that I'm going to do this year. I'm going to set up a gratitude jar. Every day in November, I want us to write something down that we are grateful for and that we look at on Thanksgiving Day, because I want to remember what this holiday is really about. It's not about turkeys. It's about being grateful for what you have, and I want to make sure that we have that focus in the right place. So I want to encourage you to do something like that. Gratitude jar, a journal, something. Write down something you're grateful for every day, and it could be the littlest thing that you normally take for granted, all the way up to something big like you have a roof over your head. Whatever it is, remember that's what the holiday is about, not about turkeys and dressing or stuffing.
Right.
Okay? All right, we also have a little bonus.
All right.
This one's going to be for future Thanksgivings.
All right.
So one thing that I do throughout the year is I scan, or actually both of us do this, we scan products for rebates or receipts for rebates. I also do surveys on a couple of different websites. I don't always cash in, but I do every few years, and I always wait till Christmas or Thanksgiving to cash them in. Some people do them monthly, and that helps keep their grocery bills down or other bills wherever they want to use it, and that's fine. But for us, we don't feel like we use them enough to do it monthly, so instead we let it accumulate. And like I said, we will cash them in every year, every other year, something like that. So we're going to give you an example. We cashed in last night on five apps. We have Ibotta, we had $159, right?
Yep.
Pinecone Research, which is a survey site, we had $123 in that one. Inbox Dollars, $60 off of that one. Fetch, $50. And then the National Consumer Panel online was
$75.
It was $75.
Yep.
Okay, so we had a total of
$467 that we cashed in last night that we're going to use for the holidays. And if you do that throughout the year, you can cash that in right before the holidays. And not saying you're going to have $467. You might have $100 that might go towards buying your Thanksgiving food or buying gifts for somebody during the holidays.
That's right. And something that I will tell you that I have several of these referral links to these apps or survey sites down in the description. And so be sure to check there if you have not signed up for these so that you can get set up on them. If you use that referral link, it will give us a little kickback. It will also give you a little bonus or something for signing up. So consider that for the future. It might help you save some money during next year's holiday season. Okay.
That's right. So drop us a comment below and let us know some things, some tips that you'd like to give the listeners about how you can spend Thanksgiving holidays or any of the holidays this year. If you're thinking about not celebrating, what are some tips that you can give to help people celebrate during the holidays this year?
Again, we will link At Home with Lynn Wilson's video down there. Be sure to check it out because she has a really good message, and we tried not to touch on that in this video.
All right, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell for updates when we upload new videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes on the weekend, sometimes in between. You kind of never know when we're going to drop one in there. But with that said, that's going to do it today for The Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And don't forget it's the long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.